Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. Just a quick update on where I'm at with the Sega Nomad here. I always do this when I run when I install a new screen. I'll zoom in a couple parts on this in a minute just to show you. But I like doing a side-by-side comparison to show you the vast difference between the screen qualities. You see on the modern screen there, it's nice and black. The text is easy to trust me. Text is actually quite easy to read. I'll grab the microscope in a second. There's really no black at all in the traditional screen, and it's a vast difference quality-wise. Let me grab my handheld scope here. Got my scope working again. I'll show you. That's a bird mark. Alright, so I keep on bumping stuff on here. I got something conducted from my workbench. Once I get this all set up, it'll be fine. So, if you ever actually do one of these mods, where you hook into is over. This is where you'll see the 6 pads there, and then this is where off on test point 237 there, that's where the composite out's coming from, and then I hooked into the video ground right nearby, so you keep the signal nice and clean. And then over on this end, some people hook into a 5-volt point, but I like actually running it off of the test point. Oh, hold that steady. This is making people sick here. That D201K is the main 5-volt buck regulator, and then that's the direct 9-volt line coming in either from the AC DC adapter, or that is coming off the battery. It's the same electrically, it's the same point. It's just the raw 9 volts. And because this screen has its own regulator on it, there's no point on doing that. And then over on test point, I usually tack in a test point 300 there. That's a good solid power ground. So I got this particular setup. I actually went through and added a switch, which is going to be in line right there. That's going to be a little push button switch. It's going to get mounted to the top part. Wow, you really can't see anything on the screen, can you? Because it's so washed out. The backlight. Let me turn on the backlight on the camera. See how there's Mickey running. Very dark. And that is the modern screen. Almost very hard to see how dark it is. The text is very poor. This camera is actually usually designed. You can see this is like the brickwork. Oh, where's Mickey at? Yeah, the poor microscope has a hard time even setting the. Usually has that's the lighting for the microscope. Those LEDs you see glowing there. The modern screen is bright enough. It actually is much brighter than the reflections on that. That's the poor. Oh, that original screen's so bad. Oh. Oof. Yeah, you can see, even with the brightness turned way up on the microscope, the lighting in the microscope, you can still see the